He was without a doubt the most intense wrestler of his time. Oh, yeah. The Macho Man, Randy Savage. What's happening, everybody? I'm Todd Tanner. This is Wrestling News Now. Profiling tonight, the one and only, the Macho Man, Randy Savage. Before I get into this profile story on tonight, if you're passing by and you like the content, would you kindly hit that like button and also subscribe to Wrestling News Now? With your help, we can go live one day. We're on our way. For all of the 50 subscribers who subscribe, thank you for helping to make this possible. I think we've been doing this for about maybe 3 or 4 weeks now, maybe a month. And with your help, we're well on our way. I can't do it without you. We got to do it as a team effort. Now, let's get on to the profile of the Macho Man, Randy Savage. Randall Mario Poffo was born November 15th, 1952, and he passed away on the 20th of May of 2011. Better known by his ring name, Macho Man Randy Savage was an American professional wrestler and professional baseball player, best known for his time in the World Wrestling Federation, or the WWF, now WWE, and World Championship Wrestling, the WCW. Savage was described by ESPN's Bill Simmons as one of the greatest pro wrestlers who ever lived. A statement echoed by multiple industry performers. He was recognizably by wrestling fans for his distinctively flamboyant ring attire, intensely exhibited in and out of the ring, use of the finale from Pomp and Circumstance, March #1, by Elgar has his entrance music and signature catchphrase, "Oh, yeah." For most of his tenures in the WWF and WCW, Savage was managed by his real-life wife, Miss Elizabeth Huletti. Savage had 29 championship reigns with 11 titles during his 32-year career, including 2 as WWF World Heavyweight Champion and 4 as WCW World Heavyweight Champion. As WWF Champion, he held similar drawing power to Hulk Hogan. A one-time WWF Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion, he was named by WWE as the greatest title holder of all time and credited for bringing a higher level of credibility to the title through his amazing in-ring performances. Savage was the 1987 WWF King of the Ring and the 1995 WCW World War III winner. He headlined many pay-per-view events throughout his career, including WrestleMania 4, 5, and 8, being part of a double main event at WrestleMania 8, 4 of the first 5 SummerSlam shows, and 1995 Starrcade. He was inducted into the Wrestling Observer Newsletter Hall of Fame upon its inception in 1996, with a posthumous WWE Hall of Fame induction following in 2015. Told you before, I'm not editing any mistakes. If I make them, I just got to keep going. Randy Poffo was born November 15, 1992 in Columbus, Ohio, the eldest son of Judy Swerlin and Angelo Poffo. His father was an Italian-American. His mother was Jewish. Poffo was raised Catholic. Angelo was a well-known wrestler in the 1950s and 60s who was featured in Ripley's Believe It or Not for his ability to do sit-ups for hours on end. His younger brother is professional wrestler Lanny Poffo. He lived in, Zanesville, Ohio, where he attended Grover Cleveland Middle School. He graduated from Downers Grove North High School in the Chicago suburb of Downers Grove, Illinois. Poffo later moved to Staten Island, New York, before moving to Lexington, Kentucky, where he lived for many years. He was an alumnus of Southern Illinois University, Carbondale. Savage was signed by the St. Louis Cardinals organization as a catcher out of high school. He was placed in the minor league to develop, where he mostly played as an outfielder In the Cardinals and Cincinnati Reds farm system, Savage was 18 when he began playing minor league baseball. One of his teammates on the 1971 Gulf Coast League Cardinals was Larry Herndon, who was almost his roommate. Savage would swing a bat into a hanging car tire to strengthen his hands and utilize his legs during swings. The technique was so effective that Herndon used it during his own career as a baseball coach. Savage entered his natural right throwing shoulder after a collision at home plate, and learned to throw with his left arm instead. Savage's last season was 1974 when he played for the Tampa Tarpons. He played 289 games in 4 minor league seasons, batting .254 with 16 home runs and 129 RBIs. Savage first broke into the wrestling business in 1973 during the fall and winter of the baseball offseason. His first wrestling character, the Spider, was similar to Spider-Man. He later took the ring name Randy Savage at the suggestion of his longtime friend and trainer Terry the Goose Stevens and Georgia Championship Wrestling booker Ole Anderson, who said that the name Poffo did not fit someone who wrestled like a savage. The Macho Man nickname was adopted after his mother, Judy Poffo, read a Reader's Digest article predicting that the phrase would become the next hot term. Savage eventually decided to end his baseball career and become a full-time wrestler, working with his brother and father. He wrestled his first match against Midwest Territory wrestler Golden Boy Paul Christie. Savage worked with his father and brother in Michigan, the Carolinas, Georgia, the Maritimes, and the Eastern Tennessee Territory, run by Nick Gulas. After a while, his father felt that his sons were not getting the push they deserved, so he started the Outlaw International Championship Wrestling promotion in the mid-Atlantic states. Eventually, ICW disbanded and ICW disbanded and Randy and Lanny entered the Memphis scene, joining Jerry Lawler's Continental Wrestling Association, their former competitors. While there, Savage feuded with Lawler over the AWA Southern Heavyweight Championship. He also teamed with Lanny to battle the Rock and Roll Express. This feud included a match on June 25, 1984 in Memphis, where in the storyline, Savage injured Ricky Morton by pound driving him through the timekeeper's table and leading to the Express winning by disqualification. Though Savage's brother Lanny later said that Morton was not injured in the attack. Later in 1984, Savage turned babyface and allied with Lawler against Jimmy Hart's First Family Alliance and resumed the feud with him over the title. This ended when Lawler beat Savage in a loser leaves town match on June 7th in Memphis, Tennessee. Well, there you have it, part 1. The Macho Man, Randy Savage. For Wrestling News Now, I'm Todd Tanner. See you in the next video. Y'all got it. Have a good night.